What are some interesting or fun Christmas traditions you follow? My favorite one was, growing up, my sisters and I always opened our presents from our parents on Christmas Eve, to make room for Santa's gifts, and we'd always get a pair of pajamas in them. Then on Christmas morning, we always wore those pajamas to my grandfather's house where we had a huge, homemade breakfast with the family. I still get myself and my mom Christmas pajamas every year now, and still wear them to breakfast, and this year, my boyfriend is joining me in that tradition. Edit, a word, because I am a disgrace as an English major lol. We do what's called the pickle. I think it's a European tradition. On Christmas Eve, you hide a pickle ornament in the Christmas tree and first to find it gets an extra pickle gift. Gift is not pickle related or anything, it's a toy or whatever, we just call it the pickle gift. Hiding the pickle in the tree is too easy to find, so we evolved and hide the pickle around the house. We did it as kids and my siblings and I are now passing it on to all our children. The best part was just ripping apart the house. I've only found the pickle one time in my whole life. I have 3 siblings. I put Boba Fett in various places with a little elf hat on and tell my kids that if they're naughty they'll get frozen in carbonite. Hanky the Christmas poo, each year I take a dump in some lucky stocking. Makes for great laughs. Every Christmas Eve, my husband and I have 2 traditions. We write letters to each other, telling each other our favorite memories from the year and what we look forward to in the new year. Then, we gift each other a book and then spend the rest of the evening drinking whiskey or wine and reading our new books. I whack off first thing when I wake up. My mom has always used pantyhose instead of stockings. Greater than she puts batteries and an orange at the bottom to weigh it down, then stuffs it 6 high with chocolates, snacks, magazines, gift cards, socks, everything. She had a rule that we had to pull everything out one by one too, no ripping it. It's the one gift we were allowed to open before our parents woke up, so by making it the one that took the longest to open, her and my dad got to sleep in later on Christmas, haha XD. Putting a dinosaur head on top of the tree. Sneaking out to my car to take swigs of Jack Daniels when I'm with my family who doesn't drink. When we were little, my sister and I would get really sad at the end of Christmas Day when we realized that the day was over and there would be no more Christmas, so our family now spreads out our gifts over several days to make the holiday last a little bit longer. We only open a couple each day, sometimes even lasting until New Year's Eve. Every year since my husband and I moved in together we get a unique ornament for the tree. Some of them are daft but it brings a smile to my face when I put them out. Also, since I was a kid I go out to see the Christmas lights people put up. We've done a few things every year for as long as I can remember. We buy origami paper with cool patterns and designs and then we fold them and cut them to make snowflakes out of them. We string them up all over the house. We also make thin pancakes on Christmas morning. They're a super old family recipe that everyone, and I mean everyone, on my mom's side of the family makes. They're insanely good. And to top it off, we always have fondue for dinner. Just the traditional cheese kind, Emmentaler and Gruyere, with bread, apples, and potatoes. We really like food. I wish you all a very happy and relaxing holiday. We celebrate Danish-style Christmas every year. This includes dancing around the Christmas tree singing Danish songs, a huge dinner that ends with a giant bowl of rice pudding with an almond hidden in it. Whoever finds the almond wins a marzipan pig. So I want to preface this by saying that my sister and I really enjoy things about Christmas that are absurd and overly corny. These things aren't good but we enjoyed the shit out of them. So first, a decade ago I spent my first Christmas away from my sister. To make it a little easier for both of us I posted a song on her date book wall every day starting on December 1st, culminating on Christmas Eve with the song The Christmas Shoes. Second, every year my sister and I look forward to our nieces and nephews' Christmas concert. Because every year features a performance of Recorders, played by 3rd graders. It's terrible. This year with the pandemic there isn't going to be a concert. So no Recorders for my sister. Or so she thinks. Because I most definitely ordered myself one, and this year on Christmas Eve she will be treated to not only the Christmas shoes, but also a video of me playing a fucking recorder. 2020 sucks, but my spirit will not be dampened. I love this question. We just found out we're expecting in July 2021, so this is our last Christmas, just two of us. I've been thinking of all the different traditions for holidays and comparing to what I had growing up, if it felt magical to me or not. So many great ideas in here to start brainstorming. Wife and I go big for our kids and our family. Every year we say we're going to spend less, but we spend more. I can't help it, I absolutely love giving gifts and spoiling my kids on Christmas, who are never spoiled throughout the year. My wife and I grind them, have them in sports, music and all sorts of things. They are such good kids, so I laid down on Christmas. Built my 11 years/0 son a full-fledged gaming PC this year. It's more powerful than mine even, lol. He's been playing on an old boot camp iMac I got from work years ago. That was just one of his 28 gifts, so /_o we buy for grandparents, nephews, nieces etc. Other than, my entire family still does Santa for adults too. When I go to my parents who are in their 70s, they still have Santa gifts for my 40+ YOAS. It's rad AF, to be honest. Christmas has never lost its magic for me. I plan on doing the same for my kids when they're old ass humans. On the day after a Thanksgiving, we drive into the mountains nearby to visit a Christmas tree farm to chop down a tree. When we leave to drive up, everyone in the family guesses how many trees we will see in cars coming back in the opposite direction. Whoever is closest gets to open the first present on Christmas morning. I watch my favorite Christmas movie Eyes Wide Shut. I bet you didn't even know that qualified as a Christmas film. Nothing too crazy, reading everyone else's traditions make our own seem pretty mild in comparison, but here they are anyway. Every year, about a week before Christmas, my family always makes pomanders, oranges pierced with cloves, in various patterns, and display them on the table or around the living room surrounding the tree. Smells amazing and looks gorgeous, and always gets me in a festive mood. Then on Christmas Eve, just before bed, my brother and I would get to open one gift of pajamas, and wear them that night. In the morning our stocking would always come with 4 staples, a new ornament for the tree, a Terry's chocolate orange, a marzipan pig, and finally, one satsuma, stuffed at the very bottom. Surrounded by sweets and chocolate, that satsuma is always the first thing to be eaten, as we all gather around the tree in the morning. During the evening, it's time to settle down, get cozy, and watch It's a Wonderful Life. Like I said, nothing too crazy. But it's ours, and it makes me happy smile. We don't buy each other gifts anymore, since throughout the year our family buys presents for everyone for random occasion or necessities. What we do instead is buy gifts for underprivileged families in our church. If we know the parents, we ask them what the kids would like for Christmas and surprise them. For the parents or older kids, it's buying clothes, shoes, groceries, some cash etc. I love to take the kids to museums, or back when it was allowed, to the movies. You get more satisfaction helping and building memories than trying to outdoor last year's super expensive Christmas gift that you got, Dad. Don't get me wrong, I accept cash or some monetary help with tuition, but I love practical gifts like socks or PJs that I will use. My dad or uncle would climb onto the roof with some jingle bells and would stomp on the roof and say ho 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 to convince us Santa was real. I didn't figure it out until I was like 12 to 13 and realized it was my dad's voice. For the first half of my life, on Christmas Day my parents and I would go to my grandma's house and just eat and laugh all day. My dad is one of 8 and the family is huge. I looked forward to it as an only child. It would maybe be a half hour after the food was set out that the aunts and uncles would start asking when the sweets would come out. As soon as word got around, there was a mad dash to the basement. We watched the Godfather trilogy as a family. Christmas ornaments on the tree are only ones made by the kids as they were growing up, or ones bought when we traveled together somewhere as a family. It can take us hours to set up the tree as we talk about each ornament and what it means to us. The popsicle stick star is right next to the Mickey Mouse ornament from Disney World.